Okay, I decided to adjust my sequence, and I think I'm going to play around with this dough. As I showed you before, I don't know if you can actually see this, but it is almost glistening on top here. It is feeling kind of wet because of the high hydration that's in there. It's going to be very sticky. And what I want to do is I'm going to play around with a slap and fold technique. You really don't use any flour at this point, but you do want to wet your hands. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dump this out on the table. It's been about a half hour. I'm just scraping it out on the table. Preferably a clean table. There. Pretty much all of it there. And set it back there. Now this is really sticky, and so what you want to do is you want to use actually a bench scraper will be better for that, and wet your hands. We use flour later in the process here. What we want to do is we want to work this in what they call a slap and fold. So in order to move it around, you do want to make sure it stays somewhat quickly. Okay, you can see that it's sticking everywhere. And so I've got it here, kind of together. Up and down at this point is not been defined yet, so but we're going to work on that. And so what you do with this technique, and you can see that it's kind of rough, but I'm going to pick it up and slap it and stretch it out. Slap it, stretch it out. Pick it up, strap, pick it out. So you need more moisture in the hands to do that. See how it's getting thicker and tightening up. That's those gluten grands. Now, I'm really pleased that I am not making more of a mess out of this. The first time I did this, it was like that. So what we're doing here is we're helping strengthen it. People are really big into the slap part of it, but it's actually the stretch part that really is the bread and butter of it. You know, I'm adding a little water here, but we lose some by putting some flour on later, so we're all good. And it's a little work, but we're doing it on a table that is dry but not floured, so it sticks, and that kind of helps with that. Slaps, it'll stick. You can fold together. Pull this together. And one technique it says that you just do it in the same direction over and over again, but I seen that turning it makes it easier for me to get nice. You don't want to tear it. I just tore it a little bit and see it's got stickiness on my hands there. One of the things you're doing here is you're actually keeping one side somewhat up. It kind of folds into itself, but it creates some tension onto the bread, on the dough itself. So that gets you there. I think that's enough. I could do it more, but we'll do some more stretching in the bowl. That is a little less aggressive, and a lot of people do that only. So, so we will go ahead and scrape up our last, save some of that lost dough there. At this point here, you can get away with that. And put this into a little bit of a ball here. Yeah, we pretty much always do that. But it's still not real soft, not real smooth. But we'll just put it right back into the bowl. We will use a little flour to clean up with, and then I will see you in a little bit here. We'll do some folds here. I think maybe what I'll do is get the loaves that I've been talking about baking off this morning into the oven next, because I got about 30 minutes here where I have to before I'll do any work with this loaf here. So that's a nice window there for me to do that. So we'll see you in a few minutes here.